Yes. Who's vlogging late at night? I am. Who's crazy enough to do it late at night? I am. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the vlog. Now, this may be weird, but for some reason, after I got home from work today, and it's about 1:30 at night right now, I felt like recording today. I literally got the light ring lined up right there, a bunch of stuff that is all over the place. I am vlogging this because one, I want to try, and I'm still sticking to at least uploading one video a week. I figure I just give you guys a quick rundown or a quick update on the car, what's happening, when's the car gonna be done. Of course, you know, I do my brainstorming at work during my downtime and I just write a bunch of stuff down. I literally have a whiteboard that I have here at home of all the stuff I need to do for the car on top of all the videos that I want to do. But I figured let's talk about finances, or car finances, I should say. And by the way, if this is you guys' first time to my channel, I'm Lance. I'm located here in Hawaii. I do have a GTR build going on, but at the same time, I also like to share automotive stuff. That's why I have my Island Rides portion where I'm sharing island rides, basically connecting with people here in Hawaii and showcasing their cars, along with my build, of course. So yeah, to start off, a lot of stuff needs to be done with the GTR. Fitment for everything is pretty much done. I think tomorrow I might honestly, just to show you guys, and I want to do it, and I know it's going to be humbug taking the wide body on and off, but I really want to take a look at the car and see it with the wide body on. So again, if you guys haven't done so, subscribe to the channel, like today's video, and click the bell, because in the next video I am going to be putting the wide body back on with the GTR, and we're going to see if the fitment for the wide body to the wheels to the wide body, I should say, come out well. I'm crossing my fingers. Hopefully it comes out well. But next video, wide body is going back on. Also, another thing that I've been debating on is if I weren't gonna do the flex fuel kit, because the flex fuel kit is probably around like $400, and again, we don't have any ethanol pumps here in Hawaii. So I'm thinking if I don't do the flex fuel kit for now, instead of spending $400 on a flex fuel kit, why not use that money and buy a carbon fiber steering wheel? Interior is already taken apart, so why not take apart the steering wheel? And yes, don't mind the car, it's very, very dirty. But why not spend it on something that I feel that is gonna change my driving experience, and for whoever I let, honestly, whoever is gonna be the lucky people that I like trust to drive my GTR. So in exchange for the flex fuel kit, instead take that $400, put it into a carbon fiber steering wheel, which costs probably around $650 depending on which one I get. The one that I'm looking at is pretty simple. It's just leather with carbon. So should we do it? Should we not? Drop it down in the comments. Carbon fiber steering wheel or flex fuel kit. Side note, I went to my friend Leo's house today. He has another super silver GTR. I don't want to show it to you guys yet because I'm trying to wait for the right moment to where I can get my car and his car together. But he has a custom super silver GTR just like mine. I went to go check out his seats because he's thinking of selling his bride seats now. I don't think that I'm ready to buy seats for the car, but I went to go check it out because he has the bride, correct, I can't remember the name, but it was like the Bride Stradia XL seats. So the bolstering is supposedly a little bit wider, but I went to go sit in it, and still my fat ass is not gonna fit in Bride seats whatsoever. The XL is regular. I don't think I'll ever fit in Bride seats. So if there's any other like seat companies or guys that make aftermarket seats for the GTR and you guys want to collab, be a part of the GTR wide body build, one of 3 in America, I'm just saying. I've been getting a lot of feedback from you guys, and a lot of you guys love the new wheels, and I thank you guys so much for loving the new wheels. I mean, it took forever to get here, but I honestly think these things are beautiful. They're not the lightest. They're probably one of the heaviest setups that I've had so far, other than, well, it's probably, yeah, it is the heaviest setup I have. Now, in a good way, bad way, good way, in the past few weeks I've been trying to plan with me and my family members. We're actually planning on flying up to California for my brother's graduation. So I'm actually going to be in California in May. Also, we're going to be road tripping to Vegas. So I'm not sure if any of you guys are watching and you're from Vegas or California. If there's anything going on that I can probably make and squeeze into my schedule, please DM me on my Instagram. It'll really help a lot. I do want to connect with other people. Again, I'm located here in Hawaii, so I only have this island. It's not like I can go to any other another state. Be on the lookout for California vlogs and Las Vegas vlogs. All right, and for the reason why I felt like making this video, oh shoot, this is not even centered. Hold up. Okay, so I hope this is centered because I'm not gonna retake this anymore. But I wanted to talk about something that I feel like, I guess I'm not, how do I even say this? I want to talk about something, and I'm just talking off the top of my head because I just feel like honestly, whenever I do my vlogs, I don't try to plan it so much. I like the spontaneous, whatever. I kind of like the spontaneous stuff. I kind of just come up with ideas like off the whim, and I'm pulling everything off the top of my head, and I feel like everything is just a little more candid that way. So we are going to talk about something very, I guess, touchy when it comes to cars. Everybody knows that cars is an expensive hobby. If you want to keep your car stock, then yeah, sure, fine. But let's talk finances real quick. So a lot of you guys have been asking, and I swear ever since I've made my TikTok account, a lot of you guys have been asking how much I bought the car for, what do I do for paying off the car, what did I like, all these other things. So if you're looking to buy a car, one of the main things you need to know about buying a car is financing. If you're paying everything in cash, then you don't have to worry about financing. But especially if you're young, like me, I was 21 when I bought the GTR. Probably financial mistake, in a way, yes, but had I not bought the GTR, I would have never started vlogging. So long story short, I wasn't making like a lot of money. I did work 2 jobs at the same time. I was going to college, and I always had side hustles. And a lot of the money that I made from side hustles is probably what helped me buy the GTR. Side hustles go back as far as I can remember. Selling Yu-Gi-Oh cards, Pokemon cards, and then that turned into me getting into shoes back in high school. Yeah, whatever, I was a reseller. But at the same time, hell, I was broke. Like, I honestly just liked the game of reselling, you know, understanding supply, demand, all that stuff. But a lot of stuff that I learned back then helped me to get to the point of getting a GTR, you know, cards, shoes. And then from there, I kind of stopped a little bit, you know, college, ending of high school, throughout college, I was going through a really rough time, you know, family life. I'll get into that other stuff some other time, but I was just going through a really rough time. So primarily all I was doing was just working 2 jobs and going to school. So while I was in college, I had a Mustang V6. Right after high school, I bought a Mustang V6, so I had something to drive throughout college. And then I think it was my junior year, I finally traded in, which I honestly think was the dumbest idea, of trading in the V6 Mustang for a GT, the 5.0, because I already paid off the V6. Anyways, I bought a 5.0, and then come my senior year, I ended up buying the GTR. I sold the 5.0. All that money I took from the 5.0, I put it into the GTR. So I put about maybe like 30% down. On top of that, while I was in college, I did get my motorcycle license, which kind of opened a whole nother realm for me as far as like understanding how motorcycles work. Because to be honest, I never really understood how Harley Davidsons work. I had 3 Harley Davidsons, but I ended up flipping them because just the demand for Harley Davidsons here in Hawaii is ridiculous. Like, if you were to go on Craigslist right now and on Facebook Marketplace, you'd be lucky if you can find like 20 Harleys private owners. Yeah, there's a dealership, of course, but as far as like private owner sales, you don't even, it's hard to find. So understanding the game of buy, demand, resell, I ended up selling my Harley Wide Glides. I bought a 2010 Harley Wide Glide, then I bought a 2012 Harley Wide Glide, and I bought another 2012. If I have photos, I'll probably put photos right here of all of them. But all those bikes right there, I swear I bought it for like 6 or 7 grand. In turn, I ended up flipping them for an extra like 3 grand or 4 grand. So let's just say I took another 10 to 12 grand in profit, and then I took some of that money and I put it again towards the GTR. Hell, why do you think I bought all these freaking parts for it? It was probably not the smartest idea. I don't recommend going all balls out crazy unless you know that you're gonna make something out of it, which is why, hell, you know, these YouTube vlogs are coming out. But anyways, so a lot of money for the car was from buying, selling, profiting, and then now putting it into GTR. I do have my job. My main thing is that for a lot of you guys, when you guys are building your cars, try to stay within your budget. Is this out of my budget? I'm gonna be honest, it's just a little bit out of my budget. This is just my rule of thumb. You guys can follow it, you guys can bend it, break it, whatever. But when it comes to financing, the main thing that I care about is the cost of the car, the main cost of the car, and how much interest is you're gonna be paying. If you don't understand what APR is or interest and all that stuff, I suggest you learn about how loans work prior to buying your car. But for those of you guys that understand what loans are, a lot of the money that the bank is making off of you for borrowing their money is through interest. So my rule of thumb is stay within 3% or less. I just feel like 3% is a good number. Anything more than that, 4% and beyond, that's just way too much. Also, another thing too is how long the term is gonna be. So some guys stretch theirs out to like 60 months or 72 months. You can't stretch it that long if you want to keep your monthly payment down, but I would try to put a lot towards the principal, that way you're not paying a lot of interest outright. I hope I'm making a lot of sense to you right now. If you guys are with me, I totally appreciate you guys. But when it comes to financing your car, main thing is how much is the selling price and how much you're gonna be paying for your monthly with interest. Now, another thing too, I guess when you're financing, another thing you have to remember is the down payment. The down payment will really help on how much you're gonna be paying through your monthly, because the down payment goes automatically towards the principal before actually financing the car. So just to make things easy, let's just use easy numbers. Say you wanna buy a $10,000 car, right? And you wanna put down 20%. So you're gonna be financing $8,000 out of the $10,000 because 2,000 off is the 20%. So now the thing that you're financing is only $8,000. Now you have to take a factor of how much your interest is gonna be, which I guess in interest, your interest will also be determined on how well your credit score is. So if I were you, build your credit. If you have no credit, you're probably gonna get screwed with interest rates because, you know, a lot of companies can't trust you because you don't have that much of a credit. So build your credit. And if you can qualify for the lowest percentage of interest, then my rule of thumb, 3% or less, or around 3% or less, that's probably like the best way to do it, more comfortable way of doing it. That way, you know, you're not totally getting screwed by the bank, but you know, banks gotta make their money at the same time too. But in long story short, I know I'm kind of rambling on about this, but just to share a little bit more, because this is something that I feel like not a lot of people take into account when buying their car, is please do your due diligence before you even go and purchase a car. Understand how much it's worth, what you can qualify for. If you can get pre-qualified for your loans, that would be a bigger plus already. So you know how much that you can basically afford, how much you'd be paying every month. You would have all the math figured out before you even go search for the car, because no sense search for the car if you don't know if you can afford it or not. So I hope this helped in some sort of way. I hope I give a better insight for it. If it was too much of a ramble on, please let me know and just tell me, like, Lance, organize what you're gonna say when it comes to like these kind of important stuff, because I can't get you. So let me know, drop it down in the comments. If you guys haven't done so, please make sure you guys drop a like for this video. And if you guys haven't done so, subscribe, hit the bell for the post notifications. I try to post at least once a week, and if I can do twice, I'll do twice. If not 3, then even better. But I'll see you guys in the next video. Again, I told you guys earlier, we're gonna put the wide body on in the next video. So make sure you guys subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Remember, you guys are all called to be great in your own way, and always remember, challenge your standards.